Good evening. You're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS Nightline. Here are the headlines for tonight. Special Sarawak Dune sitting July 7, Premier to table key announcement. NAJIB granted the NAA in 27 million ringgit SRC case, still serving sentence for another SRC conviction. In world news, Trump gives Iran strike decision 2-week deadline as diplomatic window narrows. In local development, the wait is over. The Rainforest World Music Festival 2025 has officially kicked off at the foot of Mount Santubong, bringing global rhythms, Sarawak culture and eco-conscious vibes to thousands of festival goers. From legendary names like Earth, Wind and Fire experienced by Al McKay to homegrown Sarawak talents, the next 3 days promise a musical journey like no other. And Isa Camila is there live with more from Ground Zero. Go ahead, Isa.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Just the first day of Rainforest World Music Festival RWMF 2025, and the atmosphere is already buzzing with excitement, which one of the highlights so far is the strong turnout of both local and international visitors who's feeling the crowd at Sarawak Cultural Village even before 5 o'clock in the evening. And but let's move on to the performances, which the evening kick off at 6 p.m. with the mirroring ceremony, followed at 6:15 p.m. by performance from Matthew Ngaujau and Lan Ituyang from Sarawak. At 7:35 p.m. is the Paradise Bangkok Malam International Band that took the stage. And what made this performance special is that the group actually had last performed in Kuching 7 years ago, and now they come back with an even stronger presence. And again, followed by Malaysian group Naungan at 10 p.m. and then Gaga Gundul, a collaboration between Indonesian and French musician at 8:40 p.m. and at 9:48 p.m. again. One of the highlights is featuring Otikan, an indigenous ethnic group from Serbia, and the evening wrapped up with a performance by Marukat at 10 p.m. And Lorenzo, the 28th edition of RWMF brings together musicians from across the globe, each showcasing their cultural identity through music. And this festival actually run from 20th to 22nd of June. Okay, Lorenzo, that is all I can share for now. But don't worry, I'll be continue bringing you coverage until 22nd of June. So, Izzah Kamila and videographer Sufri Afendi for TVS. Over to you, Lorenzo.
Thank you, Isa. Now, moving on to the next news, Sarawak has recorded a significant milestone in localizing the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs), achieving an impressive 58% implementation rate, well above the national average of 43%. Deputy Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Amar Dr. Sim Kuihan, expressed pride in the achievement, describing it as a reflection of the state's, governments and local authorities' steadfast commitment in translating the global development agenda into local priorities.
I am very happy that our we are above the national average. 58% versus 43% on all the different parameters. I hope that eventually with time, we also want to not only localize, we want the SDG parameters to adapt to some of Sarawak parameters.
So far, city councils in Sarawak have recorded the highest SDG implementation rate at 67%, followed by municipal councils 60% and district councils 52%. With stronger data integration, sustainable resource mobilization and strategic program alignment, Norlisa expressed confidence that Sarawak's performance will continue to improve soon. Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim has made it clear that his administration will not reintroduce the Goods and Services Tax (GST) for now, citing the low income levels among the majority of Malaysians. While acknowledging that GST is a more efficient and transparent tax system, Anwar stressed that implementing at this point will only place additional financial burdens on the people. In another development, the Sarawak State Legislative Assembly DUN will convene a special one-day sitting on July 7 with Premier Dato' Paninggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg expected to table an important matter. Dr. Sim confirmed the matter, adding that details of the special session will be announced by the Premier himself.
Yeah, they ask Premier. Yeah, we only inform that there will be a special sitting on the 7th July. Premier going to table it, not me, so I don't have the detail. You have to ask Premier.
Welcome back. Former Prime Minister Dato Sri Najib Tun Razak has been discharged, not amounting to acquittal (DNAA) by the High Court on Friday over 3 charges of money laundering involving 27 million ringgit linked to SRC International Sendirian Berhad. The decision was delivered by Judge K. Munyandi after allowing Najib's application for a DNAA. Najib was charged on February 3, 2019 with 3 counts of receiving 27 million ringgit in proceeds from unlawful activities through his 3 and private banking accounts at M Islamic Bank and Bank Group Building, Jalan Raja Chulan on July 8, 2014. The charges were framed under Section 4 in Bracket 1, Subsection A of the Anti-Money Laundering, Anti-Terrorism Financing and Proceeds of Unlawful Activities Act 2001, carrying a maximum penalty of 5 years imprisonment or a fine of 5 million ringgit or both upon conviction. Najib is currently serving his sentence at Kajang Prison since August 23, 2022, after being convicted of misappropriating 42 million ringgit in funds belonging to SRC International. The High Court had originally sentenced him to 12 years in jail and a 210 million ringgit fine, a decision upheld by both the Court of Appeal and Federal Court after his appeals were dismissed. He subsequently filed for a royal pardon on September 2, 2022, which resulted in the Board of Pardons reducing his prison term from 12 years to 6 years and the fine from 210 million ringgit to 50 million ringgit. All right, on to local development. The Sarawak State Legislative Assembly DUN will convene a special one-day sitting on July 7 with Premier Dato' Paninggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg expected to table an important matter. Deputy Premier Sarawak Dato' Amar Dr. Sim Kui Hian confirmed the matter, adding that details of the special session will be announced by the Premier himself. In another development, the Sarawak State Legislative Assembly DUN will convene a special one-day sitting on July 7 with Premier Dato' Paninggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg expected to table an important matter. Dr. Sim confirmed the matter, adding that details of the special session will be announced by the Premier himself.
Yeah, they ask Premier. Yeah, we only inform that there will be a special sitting on the 7th July. Premier going to table it, not me. So I don't have the detail. You have to ask Premier.
On to world news. U.S. President Donald Trump has confirmed that he will make a final decision on whether to join Israel's military campaign against Iran within the next 2 weeks, as diplomatic channels remain open for possible negotiations. Trump's remarks come amid growing speculation over possible direct U.S. involvement in the conflict, with the White House indicating that there is still substantial chance for talks to de-escalate the crisis. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, addressing reporters, said Trump's decision to hold off immediate action was intended to create space for diplomacy, but warned that time is limited.
The ongoing situation in Iran. I know there has been a lot of speculation amongst all of you in the media regarding the president's decision-making and whether or not the United States will be directly involved. In light of that news, I have a message directly from the president, and I quote, "Based on the fact that there's a substantial chance of negotiations that may or may not take place with Iran in the near future, I will make my decision whether or not to go within the next 2 weeks." That's a quote directly from the president for all of you today.
Trump's decision will also have political ramifications domestically, as prominent figures from his own Make America Great Again movement, including Tucker Carlson and Steve Bannon, have publicly opposed military action against Iran. Leavitt has urged Trump supporters to trust the president's instinct, reminding that his promise to end America's forever wars helped secure his electoral victories. See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. For more headlines anytime, anywhere, just head on to our official website at tvsarawak.my or follow us on our social media platforms at TV Sarawak. Those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.